got you.
We good? Okay. Bannock County Commissioners are in session. It's Thursday, October 30th. Almost happy Halloween. What are you dressing up as tomorrow night, Maggie?
I'm kind of a last minute decider, so we may be doing a family costume this year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pajamas.
Yeah.
No?
Well, with us this morning, we have Maggie Mann from Southeastern Idaho Public Health. So Maggie, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. So today I just wanted to give you a quick update on WIC in light of the reality that SNAP benefits are probably going to be shut down effective Saturday. It's going to have a pretty significant impact on Bannock County and our state as a whole. So I wanted to talk about that briefly, and then also WIC, and then just an update on flu. So SNAP and WIC are of course separate. WIC actually has more generous income guidelines than SNAP. SNAP is a lot more restrictive. WIC is a little bit different in that it is available to pregnant women, postpartum women, infants and children through age 5, and then women who are breastfeeding. So for a family of 4, you can make right at just under $60,000. That's the cutoff, $59,478. That breaks down to a full-time hourly wage of $28.59. So those income guidelines are a lot higher than SNAP. About currently, and it's been this way for a while, about 50% of live births in Bannock County are WIC eligible, but not that many participate in the program. And when we look at people who have both SNAP and WIC enrollment, that's only about 37% of our WIC clients also have SNAP benefits, okay? So when we look at the first quarter of this year for WIC enrollment in Bannock County alone, we had 382 pregnant women, 635 breastfeeding women, 248 postpartum women who are not breastfeeding, 1,154 infants, and 3,392 kids over the age of 1, but younger than 5. So that's a total in the first quarter of 5,811 participants. When we look at SNAP in Bannock County, the most recent year I could find data for specific to Bannock County was 2022, and we had 8,988 people participating in SNAP at that time. So I believe it's probably a little bit higher than that now. But I can't say that with 100% confidence. So when these benefits end on Saturday, that has the potential to have a pretty significant impact. And just anecdotally, the church that I'm a member of has a food pantry, and we're having to restock it about every 2 days right now because it's just being wiped out. Like virtually everything is being taken. And I know we do a lot of work with the Idaho Food Bank too. In fact, we participated in their holiday food fight and we won for the second year in a row based on the level of donations that our team contributed to the food bank. We also volunteer there as a group once a month. And they are very concerned because they've had contributions from USDA cut, and they also have higher need because food prices are high. Federal workers have been laid off, and now with this SNAP benefit going away, it's kind of a perfect storm of some potential for real hardships for people. So given that, WIC currently has enough funding to continue benefits through at least part of November. Initially, we were told through November. Now they're saying it might not last all the way through November. So that's a significant concern, because the last thing that we want is pregnant women and children being hungry in our community. So it's a problem. Do you have questions?
Well, just WIC, the foods you're able to get are a lot different than SNAP, correct?
So we really focus in WIC on like whole grain cereals and breads, fruits and vegetables, dairy, and then lean protein, like, and some plant-based protein like peanut butter, but also like tuna fish, those kinds of things. Yeah.
And formula and stuff like that.
We are able to do formula, and that's a really significant impact too, because some infants, I mean, not a lot, but definitely enough that it is impactful, can't use just regular formula, and they have formula that is prescribed to them because they can't digest just regular formula that you would buy off the shelf. Some of that formula can run up to about $1,000 a month. So if the WIC benefit goes away, there's no way for those families to get that.
And then the food bank on the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We do the
Yep.
drive up at the event center.
Yep.
And I'm expecting this year to be very, very heavy.
Yeah. That was what our holiday food fight contributions are going to, is that those food baskets, and we'll have a team there helping on that day too. So I know Mayor Blatt is having a meeting tomorrow to talk about the potential impact of this and what the city can do to help support people. I have another team member who volunteers at the Valley Mission, and they said that what's happening with their food pantry supplies is reflective of what's happening at my churches as well. It's just almost as soon as you can stock it, it's off the shelf. So.
Is there any collaboration between all the different food sources, like Food Bank, WIC, or SNAP? I can just see double dipping, or somebody goes to this food bank, gets what they can, and do we verify anything that
Yeah,
some people
so
aren't going through?
That's a great question, Commissioner Bullock, and we do coordinate with the food bank through WIC, and we have collaboration with SNAP as well. And the food bank actually gives a lot of food supply to some of the smaller food pantries, like Benny's Pantry at ISU. I will just tell you that our experience is most people are not abusing those resources. It's the very rare person who will behave in the way that you just described.
I remember they had a food bank out. They used to come once a month out in McCammon. And it was the same folks every time. And some of them were a little disruptive and everything, but for the most part, I think they were the regulars. And that's probably what you see too, is normal, regular attenders that are coming whenever they can. Or
Yes,
whatever.
but I do think that with the elimination of SNAP benefits on Saturday, if something doesn't come through to stop that from happening, we're going to see a new group of people who are accessing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? What do you think Mayor Blatt's gonna pitch, or what's?
I don't know. I think he's just bringing a group of stakeholders together to talk about what we can do as a community. So I have no idea what his, vision is, or, but we'll be there because, if we can help people, again, we don't know how long the WIC benefit is going to last. Especially if we had, and I did talk with our intake team this morning, and they have seen an increase in calls, people wanting to get certified in WIC. So to be certified, you do have to be an Idaho resident. You have to prove residency in Idaho. You have to provide proof of income. And then you have to fall into one of those categories: pregnant woman, breastfeeding or postpartum woman. Dads can apply too if they're the primary custody parent for a child under age 5, and then kiddos from birth through age 5. So we'll do whatever we can.
Okay. Thanks for that cheery news, right out of the
Yeah,
gate.
I'm sorry. It's not great. I mean, that's, the reality is it's not a good situation, and it's gonna be a true hardship for people in our communities. So we need to be thinking about that and be prepared for how we're gonna handle that and respond to that.
I visited with Mayor Blad the other day. They have the same concern over Meals on Wheels,
Yes,
which serves a different
yeah,
demographic. But same thing, they're struggling trying to get the food for that with the
Yeah.
cost and everything else. So we're catching both ends of that.
yeah.
Is there any concern about even getting supplies to the food pantries? Because if this is obviously going to have ripple effects bigger than our community, so are we going to experience food shortages for the food pantries potentially?
I think that that's already happened. I know the USDA canceled a pretty significant order last spring, and so they're really relying more on community donations. But they would, of course, be better suited to answer just exactly how they're being impacted by that.
Every grocery store I go to says, you want to go up? Give it to the food
Round up.
pantry.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
so, again, we're gonna do what we can to keep serving people, but, if the funds run out, that's out of our hands.
Yeah.
So, also just wanted to let you know, we have had influenza cases reported in Bannock County, so flu season is underway. So if you haven't had your flu shot, we encourage you to do that, because that's the best protection against getting sick with influenza. And we do have those vaccines available, and private providers, pharmacies have them as well, so. That was it. That's the big thing we're focusing on right now, is what are we gonna do to help people?
The good thing is mosquito season's over.
Let's hope. We haven't had a really hard freeze yet. And, you know, Franklin County got hit really hard by West Nile virus this year. We actually had a death in Franklin County due to West Nile virus. In a 57-year-old individual. They've had a bunch of horses and quite a few mosquito pools as well. So,
Bingham had some too.
yeah, yeah. Franklin County was the big hot spot, but Bingham did have some, yeah.
Would you just provide a 30-second recap of the health district meeting that we went to over in Boise a couple weeks ago? Just kind of your thoughts on that.
Sure. So that was the annual meeting of the Idaho Association of Local Boards of Health. And there were a number of resolutions that were passed or sort of passed. I'm not really clear. They had some pretty significant amendments to them. They had to do with public swimming pools and putting a piece back in statute to provide for the regulation of public swimming pools. There was one to create a overdose fatality death review at the public health district level. That one needed some pretty major revision. There was one to remove the food licensing fees out of code and let the local boards of health set those fees. That's been a conversation that's been happening for years now, but this new resolution, I think maybe packs a little bit more punch. I think IAC is paying more attention to it. Seth Griggs did come and talk about a new committee that IAC is convening that will look at funding and governance for public health districts, at least the county portion of public health district funding. And I believe Commissioner Huff is going to be asked to serve on that if you haven't already.
I have not yet, so.
Okay,
You
well.
let the cat out of the bag, I guess.
Sorry. What Seth's vision was that each public health district would have a representative from their larger county and then a small to medium-sized county. So I believe he was gonna approach you and Robert Swainston from our public health district.
Okay.
And they're hoping to have an initial meeting sometime late November. And then kind of be meeting every couple of weeks to talk about ideas they want to tackle. Seth wants to tackle funding first because that's just his priority. Do some additional work at the winter IAC meeting and hopefully have some proposals for next June when IAC meets in the summer. So did pass a well, it was drafted as a resolution, but was converted to what's called a position statement to support the continued provision of clinical services by public health districts. And then I know I'm missing one of the resolutions, but
Those are the main ones though,
Yeah.
so
yeah,
that was good. Thank you for that, I appreciate that.
yeah, sure.
Any other questions for Megan?
Nope.
Okay.
Keep your fingers crossed that the boys back in the big house do something.
Well, they need to,
Yeah.
is my perspective.
Yeah. Yes, very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Have
Appreciate
a
it.
great day. It's good to see you, Chantel.
Janie?
Morning. Emily Nelson, Event Manager. So I have the new Events Complex logo that we would like to adopt so we can move forward with our website design. It's almost the last piece of the puzzle. We chose this design you guys have it, right? She sent it over, okay. This has, each column is essentially a music bar. And in each column, it incorporates everything we do at the event center. We picked the colors that were based off the sunsets, the water, the grass, pretty much everything that we thought the event center encompassed. We had a couple different variations of this logo, but we did decide to move forward with the blue font and the lettering just because it stood out. The gentleman that put it together for us is Nick Hopman, I believe is his last name. He also did the village, so Emma has worked with him for a while now and she enjoyed him and I really like what he put together. We honestly didn't think it was going to be done in time to put on the website, but he put it together and we absolutely loved it. Did you guys looking at it, did you have any questions about it? Anything that stood out?
Did you talk to me about taking the trees out of the blue one?
Oh, not yet, but we will. That's right. I remember that. We wanted to take the trees out. There are pine trees, and we don't really have pine trees, so we didn't want to give it the illusion that we had pine trees in the event center. What else was there? We were working on the styles guide. It's going to mimic the same exact styles guide that we already have for just the Bannock County logo and the seal. It's just going to change what's on there, so it'll be the exact same thing, pretty much.
Thoughts?
No, it's good for me.
Looks good. I'm not a crayon guy. I never could color and stay in the lines anyway, so I'll let the artistic abilities go to those who have them.
This one will be easy to recreate. You just
Okay.
gotta draw up.
Yeah.
Well, I like it as well, so.
And then when we were to embroider things or screen print things, we were mainly just going to use the Bannock County Events Complex just because it's a little simpler and it'll be a lot cheaper to put on things. The music bars will be more like for screen printing and simpler designs that we have.
Cool. Okay, any other questions? And then the port logo, what do you need with that?
Oh, we want to adopt that one too officially.
Okay. Okay,
With that one, we really just took out the Portneuf Health Trust Amphitheater lettering that was on the bottom of it, just to make it simpler to print on everything.
looks good. Looks good. Okay. I would move then that we approve both logos as presented. Any discussion on that?
Works for me.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thanks, good job. Scott?
Yeah. Scott Crowther, Event Director.
Camille Cornforth.
So Camille has submitted a request to have a Wobble Till You Gobble fun run. Do you want to explain your event and kind of what you're asking for?
Sure. So I was researching to see if Pocatello did a 5K turkey trot on Thanksgiving morning, and it does not. So I put it on Facebook in the Life, I think it's called Life of Pocatello Facebook group, to see if anybody would be interested in doing one. And I actually received a lot of positive feedback. So I wanted to put one together, but instead of having a cost for people to do it, it would be bringing canned foods that I would then donate to the Idaho Food Bank. So I just wanted to plan something that kind of brought the community together and did something fun, but also brought back something to the community as well.
All you gotta do is come to Income, they do it.
Wobble till you gobble?
Yeah.
Is that your brainchild?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a marketing
Cool.
communications person, so
Catchy.
yeah.
And there is a request for a fee waiver of the rental of Pavilion Number 2. From a staffing standpoint, we will have people that open the gates in the morning, but that's it. Not going to be any support from our staff.
That was my only question. I don't want our staff to have to come out.
No, we open the gates regardless. We open the gates every day of the year, so we'll open the gates at 7 a.m. And I think on this one, we might have to open them a little bit early, which is fine with us too. We'll just coordinate that, but.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have any problem. Like I said, my only concern when I read through this was, no, our staff needs to be able to be home with their families too.
I'll make the motion that we go waive that fee then
Thank you.
for the wobble to wobble till you gobble
Yeah.
activity.
Okay, well, as you heard, bring in lots of food.
Yeah, that's the goal.
We may need it, so.
So,
Okay, thank you.
thank you very much.
So we need a motion.
Oh, okay, so we have a motion. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. There you go, now it's official.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Sponsorship agreement into a executive session. So, yeah, we need to do that.
Motion to go into the executive session under Idaho Code 74-206-1E.
I think I already signed it. I cheated.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go in